In this video, I'm going to take you around Arlington, Texas on the map. That way it can provide a little bit of perspective on where you are in relationship to Dallas and Fort Worth and everything else around you. And if you watched our vlog tour through Arlington, then it'll provide some additional context on that video as well. And we're getting into it right now. Hey ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for the most thorough deep dive into all things Dallas, Texas, well, this is the channel that helps you do that. So I invite you to subscribe down below and make sure you tap the bell for notifications so that you can stay up to date on the current market here in Dallas, Texas. We drop new videos every single week. My name is Jimmy Webb Jr. I'm a local real estate agent born and raised here, and we're getting tons of calls and emails every single day from people just like you who are ready to make a move here in Dallas, and we absolutely love it. So if you are thinking about buying or selling here in the Dallas area, then you got to reach out. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar if you want to jump straight to a Zoom with us. That is our favorite. Put a face with a name, but whatever is easiest for you, we've got your back when making a smooth move here in Dallas, Texas, or in Arlington, like we're talking about today. So without further ado, let's jump into my computer and I'll take you on a map tour of Arlington, Texas. All right. Welcome to Arlington, Texas, this highlighted area right here. So first thing that we want to do, I want to show you where we are in relationship to everything else so we can catch our bearings a little bit. So let me bust out the pen tool. So from the stadium here, this is about a 25-minute drive to get into downtown Dallas right there off of I-30. And so I-30 is the highway that connects Dallas and Fort Worth over here. As you can see, if you follow my pen there, it takes you all the way across and goes right through the heart of Arlington right there. And so this is where the stadium is. I'll get into that a little bit later, but to get to Fort Worth, it's a little bit shorter, maybe by 5 minutes. So, maybe a 20-minute drive over to Fort Worth over here from the stadium. Now, obviously, if you're on, the southern part of Arlington, southeast or southwest Arlington, it'll take a little bit extra time, right? So on 360 right here. So this is another major highway, but then starting right there, it turns into a tollway. Okay, so if you're on this south, especially the southeast side of Arlington, then you'll want to be aware that this is a toll road. Okay, so if you have a toll tag, right, it's the same system as the Dallas North Tollway. So basically, if you're in Dallas, you got to have a toll tag. Real quick on how that works is, you top it up. It basically serves as a piggy bank. You top it up, and then as you go through a toll, it'll take from that piggy bank, and then when you get below $10, I believe it is, it'll top you up again, automatically charge your card, and then you're good to go. Okay, so that's how that works. So just be aware of this. I-20 down here is kind of the southern connector between South Fort Worth and South Dallas right there. So you got that major intersection there. Now you also have George Bush Turnpike, so also known as 161. So if you're coming from Dallas, kind of more North Dallas, so say you're coming from here, let me bring it up there. So a lot of people are moving to Frisco up here, right, and Plano over here. So what you'll see a lot of is people will come, let me bring the pen back. So a lot of people will come, you'll take George Bush, and George Bush actually starts over here in Rockwall/Rowlett. It'll come all the way around, and then you can actually come right here, and it'll spit you out on I-30 right here, and that'll get you to the stadium. So if you're coming from, Frisco or Plano areas, then this might be your route if you're coming to a Cowboy game over here, okay? And then 820 on this side, 820 is a loop, okay? So 820 goes all the way around Fort Worth. It's kind of the 635 version So 635 goes like this, right? So 635 goes around Dallas, and 820 is what goes around Fort Worth. Okay, so just a quick lesson on the major highways there. You're also going to be very close to DFW Airport, so obviously having a major airport hub in your backyard is very nice, right? So a lot of non-stop flights out of DFW. Very nice to have such a centrally located major airport hub as far as the entire United States goes right here. A lot of cheap flights as well. We have a lot of good fares because we're so centrally located. We're not going across the country completely type of thing, right? So super nice to have that. Obviously, depending on where you are, it could be, if you're in Viridian right here, which I'll touch on a little bit later, that's a, 10-minute, I want to say 5, but it's not 5. It's more like a 10-minute drive right there. And then if you're on, south side of Arlington, then maybe that's a 20-minute drive up there on 360 right there. Okay, so obviously nice to have that airport there. And then let's show you where the Cowboys play. So they're right here off of I-30 and Collins or Ballpark way over here. So you've got AT&T Stadium here. Listen, if you haven't been to a Cowboy game, you have got to get yourself to that stadium. It is quite an impressive structure in here. Even if you're not a fan of the Cowboys, you got to check it out. Okay, so and then the Rangers just got that new field, the Globe Life Field, with that retractable roof. So here, I'll show you the old ballpark. No longer do we have to sit outside baking in the sun in that summer Texas heat, baking like lobsters out here just trying to catch a ball game, right? So we're super pumped about this retractable roof now. I went in there for opening day actually, and it is absolutely beautiful with a capital B inside. I mean, it is gorgeous inside there. So definitely got to check out a Rangers game. Too bad we're pretty much trash this season, but hey, hopefully that'll change, one of these days. So, but yeah, and then you have Six Flags right here as well, right here in the corner. So hey, if you like your thrills, if you like roller coasters, and hey, if you I even give you a sneak peek on the vlog. So if you haven't checked out the Arlington vlog, you'll definitely want to check that one out. But you've got Six Flags right there, and then Hurricane Harbor, I showed you that on the vlog as well. So you've got all of your goods right there. Now, let's go through a little bit of the statistics right now. So Arlington is a big city. Okay, it is not a suburb. It's not a neighborhood. It is a full-blown city. So population of 395 people. 395,000. That would be a little odd if it was only 395. But yes, 395,000. 55% of people own their homes here. So I got to be honest with you, there's a lot of apartments in Arlington. Okay, and I'll even show you, if you stick around to the end, I'll even show you some of the crime map as well. So make sure you stick around for that. Median income is 60,000. Okay, so you have a big range, with all these people, 395,000, you're going to have a wide range of people doing well, maybe doing not so well. And so I'll show you some of that a little later on. Median home value is 170. Okay. So, again, I think that comes down to, listen, I'll just keep it real with you. There are some rough areas in Arlington that kind of are dragging down some of these numbers. But there are also really nice areas too. So I'll show you some of that. And if you watch the vlog, you'll see I walk you through the streets of Arlington, and I'll show you some of that. I even show you the highest price listing in all of Arlington as well. So listen, if you haven't checked out the vlog, you're definitely going to want to check that one out. Okay. Now, one other thing that you'll want to be aware of is, it's right here. So UTA, University of Texas at Arlington. This is a major university right here in Arlington. So, they've got their own football team. I think the basketball team actually made the tournament a couple years ago. So you know they've got they're no UTA is no slouch, right? It's a pretty big campus too. It takes up a couple blocks here, so that's where UTA is. But hey, if you like what we're talking about so far, hey, please tap that thumbs up button below. It would mean the world to us if you did that. Thank you so much, and make sure you're subscribed as well. Listen, you do not want to miss the next video that we drop, okay? I'm telling you right now, I was born and raised here. I've got a few tricks up my sleeve, a few you know, pro tips that I share over the course of all of these videos. So you know, if that's what you're looking for, then definitely ring the bell so that you know so that you're notified when we drop that next video. Okay, so make sure you're subscribed there. Now what I want to do is I want to show you around a little bit. I want to show you kind of some of the major intersections and kind of show you some of the main things around Arlington. Okay, so we're gonna start right here. So 360 is kind of that eastern border here. So you know, the main kind of exits off the highway are going to be Ballpark Way. You got Collins, which is going to put you on the west side of the stadium there. Yeah, Cooper Street, Fielder Street. Well, this one, Davis, kind of Davis. You know, I mean, I guess it does go all the way through, so you could throw Davis in there, but really Cooper and Fielder are the main ones. And then you've got, so Green Oaks is one. It starts up here, and it kind of, Green Oaks kind of winds around and even comes it comes all the way through over here as well. I'll get there. But East Chase Parkway right here is going to be your that exit right there. And then you've got Cooks Lane right here, and then I think we're getting over into a little bit of the Fort Worth side over there. And then yeah, so Green Oaks here. So off of, this is Pioneer Parkway. It's not a highway, like kind of is, but it still has some you know, traffic lights on here as well. Okay, so you've got Bowen Street there, you know, Fielder again. Matlock Road is going to be a big one. You know, you'll see Collins again. New York Avenue right there as well. Then we're getting down to I-20 down here. So New York, Collins, Matlock, Cooper right there, Bowen Street again, or Bowen Road again, and then Park Springs and Kelly Elliott, not really a huge one there. And then this is Green Oaks again coming through here. Okay, so now let's get, so kind of down here, yeah, now we're getting into Mansfield down here. So the east and west major roads, you're gonna have Sublet Road, which turns into Camp Wisdom over here. More in that Grand Prairie area. So you've got Joe Pool Lake right there, by the way. And then you've got Green Oaks, as I mentioned. Yeah, then it goes into I-20. You got Arbrook Road, Mayfield Road's a big one. Arkansas Lane is a big one. Park Row is a major one. Mitchell Street goes through UTA right there. Abram Street here, not to be confused with Abrams Street, which is in downtown Dallas. And then you've got Randall Mill, which goes through the stadium right there. North side of I-30, you've got Lamar Boulevard there, and then Green Oaks, of course, right here. And then now we're getting the border of Arlington is right here, but you've got Trinity Boulevard on the north side up there. Okay, so let's talk about some of the major kind of intersections and areas here. So Lake Viridian right here, this Viridian neighborhood is really starting to pop off. I mean, there's a ton of new construction going on in here. You know, I show you some of these homes inside of the vlog. So again, you got to check that one out. So this is actually pretty cool. They've got, it is a full-blown island right here that comes, you know, you have a one way in, one way out. It's kind of cool. They have these V-shaped structures coming off the bridge right here. So, you know, hey, if you want to live on an island, then I think it will cost you around $1 million. You know, I think maybe on the low end, you might be able to sneak in there for maybe 800,000. But yeah, so anyway, you've got that. But Viridian is a master plan suburb. I mean, you've got like the beach here. You've got this whole center. You got tennis courts. You've got all sorts of stuff going on in here. And then this is a gated community as well. So there's a gate, not right here, but I think like right where this starts, there's a gate right there. So just something to know right there. But yeah, Viridian is a pretty popular spot. You've got the Riverside Golf Club right there. And then let's take you to some of the main. You've got a lot of golfing. I will say that you've got a lot of golfing out here in Arlington. So you got Water Chase on that side. Yeah, Collins and Lamar. You've got your Whole Foods right there that's going to serve that Viridian area. So if that's where you live, you'll just come down Collins, boom, right here. And you've got your Walmart over there as well. And then let's see. Yeah, you got Rolling Hills Country Club. By the way, Arlington, listen, I know DFW gets a bad rap for just being flat as can be. But in Arlington, you do have a little bit of that rolling hill feel, okay? So, especially like when you're coming from, Loop 12 over here and you make this turn right here. So this whole area kind of right here, I mean, it's a pretty steep, deal over here. By the way, if you're, of the Christian faith, if you're Team Jesus, then, and if you're a fan of Bishop T.D. Jakes, this is where the Potter's house is over here in Grand Prairie. So if you're a fan of the Bishop, then that's where that is right there. But anyway, I digress. Let's get back into some of the main areas here. So yeah, so continuing on Collins right here. So you're going to have a lot of restaurants over here. That's kind of the idea is you have your food here and then you can get over to the game right there pretty easily, right? So that's kind of more of what that is. People will try to park in this area. That's kind of an inconspicuous spot to park if you're trying to catch a game over there. Depending on how big the game is, they will have people at the entrances of these parking lots charging you $20 or whatever it is to get in there. So just be aware of that. Now, actually, man, I don't know if I should tell you my inconspicuous spot. Hey, if you buy a home from me in Arlington, I'll tell you where the inconspicuous spot is to park. You get free parking, and you're pretty close to the stadium here, so maybe that can be the added bonus for you there. So but yeah, then you've got Texas Health Memorial over here, which is kind of that like if players get hurt in the game, they'll ship them over here to Memorial to get looked at real quick. So that's a major hospital right there. I showed you Six Flags over here in this corner. Now you got to stick around to the end as well, because I'll show you some of the more rough areas over here. Yeah, Fielder and Randall Mill is another one. You've got some there. Oh yeah, you have the skate park over here as well, which is it's a pretty cool skate park. They have lights as well too, so that's a big deal right there. You've got some of those schools. I showed you UTA. Yeah, Bowen and Park Row is another big intersection. You've got your grocery store, all sorts of stuff there. Pantego Christian, that's a private school there. And so yeah, you've got that's UTA stuff right there. I'm trying to bounce around here. Yeah, New York and Park Row is another one here. Yeah, you've got a little bit of not a huge one. You've got some little things in there. Again, another golf course, Meadowbrook Golf Course there. Let's see, I'm kind of bouncing around here, but so Lake Arlington is over here on the west side. So Green Oaks is going to be that main road that'll take you, that'll put you into all of these over here. I showed you one of the homes that's literally right on Lake Arlington over here. So again, you got to check out that vlog. Sounded like a broken record, but I think people really like seeing what it's like, on the streets of Arlington. Okay, so then here's another, obviously anything off the highway and a major street, you're gonna have a lot of commercial going on right off the highway, of course. So of course you're gonna have a lot of stuff going on in here. You've got really kind of 1, 2, and then Green Oaks. I mean, Green Oaks is a major street in Arlington, so you're gonna have a lot going on right here, kind of all in this cluster here. And then on the, I think so. Yeah, Parks Mall right here on the north side of I-20. You're gonna have some good shopping in here, but then also, I mean, you're gonna have a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, this thing is pretty massive. You have your hospital here, but then, I mean, you also have, I met a friend over here a couple months ago for, I'm trying to find that Mikasina that we went to over here. It's somewhere in here, but anyway, there's obviously the mall, but then there's little, it's like there are extensions off of the mall in here as well, as you can kind of see. I mean, you have all these, I mean, shopping centers. I mean, you have a ton of stuff going on right here. This is kind of going to be your shopping hub right there. Okay. Then I showed you the hospital, the south side as well. Over here has a lot of stuff going on. Harold Patterson, I've played a soccer game there before, actually, come to think of it now. And then let's see, off of 20, yep. And then now we're getting into kind of south Arlington, southeast, southwest Arlington, and so not a whole lot of commercial going on. I mean, you'll have like your grocery stores on the corners, things like that. A little one there. You've got your Walmart here. Once you start getting into South Arlington, then it starts to become a lot more residential in here. Okay, it's a lot more laid back, a lot more chill on the south side in here. A little less going on. Again, another golf club, Tierra Verde. Haven't played that course, but I'm sure it's. Let's look at some of these pictures. Yeah, see, in Arlington. You have some of that rolling hill style. You've got some water elements as well, and kind of all of them. Man, that actually looks like a beautiful course. I'm gonna have to hit that one up, actually. So hey, if you play golf, then and you buy a house, we're gonna have to get a round in as soon as possible, right? So, all right. So, let's see. Yeah, I think that kind of gives you a good idea. Here's one thing I did want to show you are the crime rates, right? So the dark is bad, okay? Light is good. So right here is where the stadium is, okay? Right in that corner. If I hover over it, obviously that's kind of distracting, so I'm gonna keep my mouse up here. But yeah, so this is where the stadium is. So listen. When you're at the stadium or stadiums, I feel safe. I feel very safe at the stadiums, and even the surrounding parking lots and parking areas around it. But once you start to venture out a little bit beyond, those parking areas and things like that, that's when things can get a little bit, rough. There are apartments and kind of, lower income housing kind of right around there. So you'll want to just, if you're going to the game, just make sure you're, close to the stadium as possible, and you'll be fine. Okay. Now, there's also a little strip on the south side of the stadium that can be kind of rough as well. But once you get past I-20 and you're on the south side of I-20, then you're kind of in the green over here, okay? But yeah, right around the stadium, and just south of the stadium is gonna, you've got some rough areas over there. A lot of apartments going on in there, and just things like that. And then as you get closer to the Lake Arlington on this side, then you're starting to get into a little bit more safer neighborhoods as well. Now you'll notice this one right here on the north side. So Viridian would be right here, okay? And then you have some of this. You know, you've got, you know, there's some pockets in here as well that can be a little bit, I guess, I'm trying to choose my words carefully, right? But you know, I'll let the color of the block you know, speak for me here. But Viridian is a very safe neighborhood though, so you'll be just fine over here. But yeah, we're kind of around the stadium, and kind of, you know, just past the parking areas for the stadium is where it can be kind of iffy, and then on the south side is going to be you know, where it's kind of a little bit rough, honestly. Okay, so just make sure you're aware of that. But lastly, let me show you kind of what borders you around here. So of course you have, I'll bust out the pencil, so you have you know, you have Grand Prairie on this side. So all of this is going to be Grand Prairie basically. So you've got Grand Prairie there. You've got Euless, Bedford, and Hearst. I kind of bunched those together there. You have, and then once you, so 820 is kind of the border into Fort Worth. And then this area is going to be kind of that, you know, Richland Hills, North Richland Hills. Well, North Richland Hills is up there. I used to play some tennis tournaments up there in North Richland Hills. And then you've got Kennedale on this side, and then Mansfield on the south side of you, south side of Arlington. Mansfield is a very nice and popular area as well. And so obviously you have the DFW airport there. But yeah, make sure you check out the videos on each one of these if you're interested in any one of these. But hey, listen, if Arlington is where you want to be, then listen, you got to reach out, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or you know, jump on our calendar if you want to jump straight on a Zoom with us. That is our favorite, you know, put a face with a name. And then hey, again, please like this video down below. It would mean the world to us if you did that. Thank you so much. And again, make sure you're subscribed, right? You do not want to miss the next video that we drop. I'm telling you, I am full of little factoids that you know, kind of only somebody who was born and raised here would know about, right? So if that's what you're looking for, then make sure you're subscribed, tap the bell so that you're notified when we drop new videos. And hey, if you're continuing your research here, I invite you to tap on the Dallas, Texas living name below and head to our main page. Use the search bar on our main page there to search for whatever it is that you're looking for. And you know, we do a ton of different videos, but if we don't have the topic or the area that you're looking for, then hey, drop me a comment down below right now and let me know what it is that you're looking for, and obviously based on the demand, we'll bump up the priority for that video. Okay, so that's kind of how we operate around here. But if you don't know where to go from here, then you should see some videos popping up on the end screen right now that can definitely point you in the right direction. So definitely click on one of those right now. We do it all. We do vlogs, we do map tours like this. I interview neighbors on the pros and cons of the different neighborhoods and areas. So definitely check out one of those videos right now. And until the next video, I'll see you around town.